I don't even know where to start. I'm officially at rock bottom once again. I'm on the verge of homelessness. And 1 year ago, I was looking at $1 million within my grasp, within my touch, within my vicinity. $1 million at age 25 was right there, 150K away. So I had $850,000 a year ago. And now I virtually have none. And the job that I do have, which is Uber, which is the only job I know, the only thing I've been doing for the last 6 years, is no longer an option because my car needs more repairs and I don't have the money to repair my car. So I don't know what to do, man. I do not know what to do. I had $850,000 and I was waiting to get $1 million, and for whatever stupid reason, I didn't sell any of my investments, and now they are under 100,000, and I have 40,000 worth of loans due, and I have $1,700 of rent due on Thursday. And my only source of income is the cars. The car is not safe to drive, so I can't Uber. And that's all I know. I can't go get some waiter job or something. I'm not, like, people don't understand. Like, some people, like family members, have told me, like, oh, go get this type of job. It's like, they don't understand where I'm at socially and mentally. I'm not in the right position mentally to be able to do that type of job. The only thing I know is driving and investing. Now, will the investment markets go back up? Yes. Will I be able to survive through until I go back up? Probably not. Because my problem is I have so many bills that there's no way. I mean, I will literally be homeless within a couple months because all the last bit of my investments will have to go towards my bills, and then I'll literally be at $0. But my only hope is that this car repair, because I picked up a mechanic and he basically said my car it needs things done on it, and this couldn't be the worst of a timing because I've just lost $800,000 and my only source of income, which is my car, I finally decided, let me really run it up with Uber, because you can make a lot of, if you drive a lot of hours Uber, but the car started feeling weird driving. So then I was hesitant to really run it up with Uber because you're not confident with the car. And then on top of that, I was addicted to weed, and I finally curbed my weed addiction last week. I'm done with it. I just want to focus fully on working hard. And then literally the very moment, the very week, the car messes up. So now I don't have a car to make income, which is is 30, 35 an hour. That's the only income that's going to be able to sustain the debt and pay off the bills that I have. I'm not going to I don't have the qualifications to get some $35 an hour job. That is not going to happen. So the only thing I see happening going forward is I'm either going to be homeless, which that's not an option, or I'm going to pray to God that this car does not need a lot of repairs. I have $1,500 in my bank account. My rent, $1,700, is due Thursday. This car repair could cost up to $2,000. Do the math. And then the crypto I have on an exchange, the last of my crypto, is facing liquidation because the nightmare that I never could have planned on happening, where the price dropping this low, it's the crypto I have in collateral is facing liquidation. If it gets to a certain point, if it gets to 97% debt ratio, it's gonna sell it all, and then I'm gonna be left with barely anything because most of my crypto is in collateral. So the regret is just going through my head nonstop. Why did your idiotic, greedy self not cash out $100,000 and pay back all your debt? You moron, you idiot, you fool. But I wanted $1 million. Oh, $1 million at 25. Now you're left with nothing, you idiot. And now it's like, dude, I never wanted to be in this stupid apartment paying $1,700 rent. When I had $850, I wanted to get a house. And guess what else was so stupid about my idiotic decisions? I could have easily got a house. I could have easily put a down payment. But I was so greedy and so cocky and arrogant and stupid that I said, oh, I want a house, but I just want to buy it cash. I don't want no mortgage. The mortgage is going to end up costing more. Well, guess what, idiot? Now, not getting the down payment costs you a lot more. It costs you everything because now you don't have anything. So I'm so greedy and stupid that I wanted to buy a house cash, so I had no mortgage and I had no interest, because you buy a house with a mortgage, by the time you pay the mortgage off, you end up paying double the house cost. I didn't want to do that. And I could have done that, but I wanted a mansion. I wanted a nice house. But I also thought the price would keep going. So I made a huge mistake. There's other factors that come into play, but I don't even know if I want to get into that, because I don't want to come across as blaming other people. But at the end of the day, I got $1 million stolen. I'm just going to say it. I got $1 million stolen from me by a family member. So be careful who you trust. Me and my dad invested in our family member who supposedly had a good business opportunity, and he ended up fraudulently grand larceny. He stole over 6 figures. He stole 10,000. But with that 10,000, that was the exact time I was investing crypto. So Cardano's the coin. It was 3 cents. Had I not invested in this disgraceful criminal, I would have made $1 million from that 10,000, because Cardano reached $3, and I never would have been in this position. So by getting that 10,000 stolen, it forced me to try and make up what I lost, and that's why I got loans, because I was like, oh, I need more money to buy crypto. This is the big move that's coming, and this piece of trash stole the 10,000 that I was gonna buy crypto with, which 10,000 invested at 3 cents, $3, that's $1 million. He cost me $1 million. I want to kill this guy. But, because he's the entire reason I'm in this position. If I had 850,000 and then you take the other 10,000, that's 1,850,000. My goal was 1 million. I would have cashed out 100,000 at 1 million. That was my goal. Every million, cash out 10%. So 1 million to cash out 100,000, all the debt gone, completely in profit, no worries, no possibility of homelessness at all. 2 million, cash out another 100 or whatever. It gets closer to the top. Like once you get in the millions, it's like, all right, that was my goal. That was my only goal, was to become a millionaire. And then after that, I don't need 2 or 3 or 4. It was just like, that was my sell zone. That was my sell target. So because of this piece of garbage, and I'm trying not to use profanity, but this piece of garbage who stole from us cost me $1 million, and now look at the position I'm in solely because of this piece of trash who I want to murder with my bare hands. But then at the end of the day, you know, I was basing my target off my original plan, which was 1 million, you know, cash out. Yeah, he stole the money. He cost me over 1 million, but I still got to 850,000. So although my original intentions were to get 1 million, it's like, I don't know, man, it's hard. I can't sit here and say I should have done this, I should have done, like, obviously I should have cashed out all 800,000, but you don't know the future. So how am I supposed to know it's gonna drop all the way 90% and the bear market's gonna come again? I thought it was a dip, so I didn't sell anything. When it started going down, I'm like, come on, it's all stupid. It's all my fault though. Like I said, I'm not gonna blame anybody else. I had 850,000. I easily could have cashed out. But now I'm in a rent, a high cost rent that I never wanted to be in, $1,700. I never wanted to pay rent. If I never wanted to get a mortgage where you're paying extra money that you don't have to if you have the money, I dang sure didn't want to be in renting a studio for $1,700. And now I'm on the verge of homelessness because it's the Uber's my only source of income. And then crypto, I'm all in on crypto. I wasn't partially in, I was all in on crypto. My plan went exactly according to plan, except the exit strategy. And the exit strategy was effed up because of this thief that stole half of my net worth at the time, 10,000. Like, I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. We're in a lawsuit with him, but that's, you can't rely on the government to do anything. The government does not care about you. They do not care about justice. They don't care about anything. We have all the proof that this piece of trash stole grand larceny. Is supposed to be 10 years plus in prison. And have they gave us up that? Is anything happening? No. So we just lose the hundreds of thousands. Nobody does anything. It's like, the government is pathetic. I don't rely on the government to do anything. The government doesn't know what justice is. So I'm not trying to blame other people, but it's other people's fault. I'm not sitting here I'm being real, bro. I'm not sitting here blaming other people, but it's other people's fault. If my cousin never stole that money, I would be a multimillionaire right now. But because he stole my money, I'm damn near facing homelessness. So you can sense the anger that's within me. I've never wanted to kill anyone, but I want to murder this guy. But obviously I'm not going to. I'm trying to grow closer to God. But it's like, dude, like, where are you at? Like, as soon as I give up smoking weed. I give up that addiction. I say, I need to stop that and fully be righteous to God. I need to stop masturbating, fornicating, lusting. I need to stop spilling my seed. The very week that I stop all that, my car is now in need of repair, my only source of income. So it's just like, dude, it's like, that's my only skill set. I went all in. And I don't need to hear like, oh, that's risky to go in. No, it's not. My plan worked exactly according to my plan. Is other factors came in. That's why I think this whole thing is rigged, dude. There's no way that this simulation called life there's no way this isn't rigged, bro. It's been rigged from the moment I started trying to get money. Some things outside of my control, outside of my factor just come into play. And I'm just like, what? Like I'm like, why does this happen? So it's just like, I mean, it's like, you gotta be kidding me, man. But I don't know what to do. But like I said, it's happiness is in your own control, and I try to be happy, but then factors come up where it's like, how can you be happy about to be completely broke? Like literally, like I'm about to be completely broke when I just had $850,000 last year. And like I said, I mean, it's cause and effect. It's causation and correlation that the guy stole my money that caused me to be in this situation. Because had he not stole the money, I would have implemented my plan, I would have cashed out, I would have paid the debt off, I would have been living just fine. But because he stole it and because it put me back, I didn't reach that goal. Although, yeah, it's still a greedy, potentially maybe stupid goal. But that was in my back of my head. I was smoking weed. I made mistakes. I'm not trying to blame completely other people, but at the end of the day, my original plan was working just fine. Had that guy not come along and ruined everything, my plan would have been implemented. It's like the price action is objectively the price action. The dollar amount invested in the price action would have objectively met my goals. My goals would have objectively been met had this family member who's supposed to be trustworthy not stolen from us. So it's unbelievable. But at the end of the day, my only mentality now can be that I can't care about money anymore. Because if I sit here and regret and just be like, oh, I could have had this, I could have had this, I could have had it, then I'm just gonna kill myself. So it's gonna be a disaster. So the only way forward is positivity, faith, and hard work. I had all that going. I wanted to work hard in Uber, and then something else pops up. That's what I'm saying. This simulation is rigged, dude. It's rigged against you. There's no way. Like, it's like imagine the odds of winning the lottery. Those are the same odds of all the wrong, bad luck things that have happened to me. It's unbelievable, man. I can't even believe it. But at the same time, it's like I should have identified the problems before it happened. But it's like I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know what to do. So that's why I made this video. It's like I can't work today. I was supposed to work today. I got $1,700. I got over $2,000 of bills due on Thursday. Today's Sunday. I can't work. So I don't know what to do, so that's why I'm making this video. But I'm not trying to complain. I know that at the end of the day, it's to be a strong man, you have to fight through. You have to overcome whatever circumstances are thrown your way, including losing over $1 million at no fault of your own from a thief, a criminal that ruins lives. You have to overcome. Even something that crazy, completely out of your control. You have no option but to persevere and push through. So I'm going to spend my time doing whatever I can today to figure out the solution to this problem. But I am literally, unless crypto, my only hope is crypto pops off, which is most likely not. It's most likely going to go lower. I'm going to get liquidated, and I have to be prepared for that, because at that point, it's everything I worked for in the last 6 years would be for no reason. It'd be wasted. My whole life for the past 6 years will have been wasted if crypto continues to go down and I get liquidated. And I never had to be in this position. Why? Because I had $850,000 I could have cashed out. So I just thought I'd make this video. And I guess the real lesson about this, the lesson that anyone watching this can learn is, don't be greedy. Do not, under any circumstances, trust anyone with your money. No one. Zero. I don't even trust the banks with my money. I don't even trust crypto with my money, if you think about it, because they could get the exchange could just they could do an exit scam. Now, obviously, you got to have reputable places you keep your money, but still, it's like, dude, my mind is just is blown right now. If I wasn't, and this is why it's like people who say God isn't real, it's just goofy to me, because the only thing keeping me from killing myself is God. I mean, think of my story. Think of wasting every day of your life for the last 6 years towards this goal, only for it to be vanished like that. Your mom's debt that you could have paid off, your dad's debt that you could have paid off, your sister's debt that you could have paid off, your brother's debt that you could have paid off, your own debt that you could have paid off, the homeless people that you could have helped, everything that I could have done is gone. So yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say anymore. But yeah, I was almost a millionaire. That was my story. I am now nowhere close to a millionaire. My only skill set was cryptocurrency. That's the only thing I know. That's why I was able to do so well. I did very well. I did very well. How many other people do you know that got $1 million at 25? But I lost it all. And I'm in incredibly regret. But the only thing keeping me strong, the only thing keeping me together is God. Because had I been listening to God the whole time and reading the Bible, it would have very clearly helped me understand that a borrower is a slave to the debtor. A borrower is slave to the debt. He's a slave to the debt collector. A borrower is slave to the debt. Now, if I wouldn't have borrowed any money, I wouldn't have been a slave. Now I'm literally a slave to the debt. The debt is going to control my life for months, potentially years. Potentially I'll go homeless. So the only hope is that this car can somehow get fixed with the $1,500 that I have left in my checkings account. Because I can't cash the crypto out. If I cash the crypto out, it's just going to increase the debt ratio. Actually, I can't even cash it out. Because if it's above 60% debt ratio, you can't cash it out. And it's like 70 something. So I can't even cash the crypto out if I wanted to. So that's why it's like this $1,500 that I have left, it's literally my last hope that this mechanic is trustworthy and that he can actually fix the problem, get the car up and running, and then I could just go back to working 12, 15 hours a day with Uber, and then I could survive. But if that doesn't happen, it's rock bottom. Like literally, it's homelessness. I'm in Hawaii. It's not cheap here. So that's my tragedy story. This is the epitome of a tragedy. This is like, what are those books called? Like a coming of age, a tragedy, whatever. It's a tragedy. It is an absolute horror movie in real life, and it's a tragedy. But I take full responsibility, and it's up to me to bounce back. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. But I just thought I'd share that story with you. It's just bottled in. I kept this bottled in this whole time. Nobody even knew I made that much, except my brother. And yeah, we're in worst case scenario. We're in rock bottom. But the only thing we can do is try to remain positive and try to trust in the Lord. Because at the end of the day, the more you learn about God, the more you learn that money is not everything. The love of money is the root of all evil. So that's like this. My cousin of mine, he loves money, and look what he did. The worst evil that could have possibly happened. The money the things I would have done to help the world with that money is gone, all because of this evil, satanic demon who deserves life in prison. But you know, he's gonna get his. He's gonna get his. I promise you that. If it's not through me, if it's not through the court system, God's wrath will come down on him, and he will get the justice that he deserves. But yeah, I guess this is what you get for being a good person. Who did I cheat? No one. Who did I steal from? No one. Who did I mistreat? No one. And look what happens to me. Karma is not real. Karma is absolutely not real. Whoever came up with that scam, I don't know. But this video's done. I'm just gonna hope and pray that this car can get fixed. But that's my story. I was almost a millionaire at 25. Now I virtually have nothing to my name and a lot of debt. So learn from this video and learn from my mistakes. Yeah, that's all I have left to say. But the only, it's hard to be positive, but that's the only thing that can be done in this situation. Bye.